Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to give you a little under the hood of how our system works as far as capturing leads and how we process it and how we actually get it to the sales manager. So all of our group sales dispositions are happening with the workflow called AI Voice Call Complete. So high level, what's going to happen is once you connect your forwarding phone number, your voice AI agent, to your sales line, the voice AI agent, Brianna, is going to answer, qualify the call, and then complete that call. And that's why we call this complete. So when we look at how it's structured here, we see here that the call is going to come in, is going to be completed. Here I'm just opening it up. And then the direction of the call is incoming. And so we call this a trigger. So all workflows are happening off of a trigger, and so that's how this begins. Now, what's going to happen is the call is going to come in. There's going to be a filter. The filter here is trying to see, okay, does this call have a phone number attached to the record or not? Based on that, it's going to go down this chain here, which I'll zoom out here for a second. And as you can see here, I'll zoom in a little bit here. Once the call comes in, the system is trying to differentiate what type of lead is this? Is this a wedding lead? Is this a corporate is this a lead that is greater than 9? And because based on that, it will go to the group sales. Is this going to be an LNR account? And as I hover over here, you'll notice here that what we're trying to do here is we're trying to see, and I'm going to go up into this condition. We're trying to first see, is this call a group lead or not? And so here, I'm just going to kind of go into my conditions. Okay, we're checking to see if it's a group lead or not. So here's the wedding block. It's looking for these words, right? And then it's also looking for a tag called intent wedding. But here's the main thing here. So we see here that the system knows it's going to ask the caller a question, how many sleeping rooms do you need? If it's greater than 9, we know this is going to qualify as a group lead. And then based on the various intents, right, we're going to bucket that into either by segment, sports, corporate travel, meetings and events, and so forth. And it just goes further down and we segment, okay, is this a wedding? Is this association? And so forth. And so here we have some more, you see some more segmentation happening. It's looking for these keywords. And then based on all of that, right, it's going to disposition this call. And so let's get out of here for a second. Okay, let me cancel out of that. So as the call comes in, we're bucking it into the segments. These are all the rules. Every call in our system gets tagged. So here's the Smurf tag. So if something comes into Smurf, it's going to assign it to whatever group leader you have there. It's going to assign it to a group. It's going to assign it to a segment. And then what we're going to do, and then it's going to go into a workflow. So when we click into each workflow, the workflows will go ahead and try to book the appointment and so forth. And this is how it's going to get into the group's leaders pipeline. So in this situation, it's flowing down. It knows it's a Smurf and association group lead because that's how this hotel has the sales manager here is handling both association and Smurf, and it's going to go into this workflow. Okay, so if we go ahead and let me see, get out of here and go to the click into this, we should be able to go right into the workflow. Here's the workflow here. Here's all the different things. Give me a second here. This is going into, let's highlight it again. This is going into the Group Smurf Association workflow. If I go back to my workflows here, click in the back here, I'll see all my workflows. All right, just be a second here. Right. Okay, and so you'll see here that depending on your system, we have different workflow buckets, but we're working in the group right now. So I'm going to go ahead into the group. And before we said we were looking at the group association workflow. So when the system identifies this as either a group Smurf or group association, it's going to go ahead into this other secondary workflow. And then here is what's going to happen. It's going to come in, it's going to create an opportunity, which is going to go into your pipeline. It's going to update the pipeline. It's going to add a tag. It's going to assign it to the user. This is your sales manager. And then it's going to go ahead and book the appointment. Okay. So let's look at that real quick because this is very important because our system is designed to make appointments here. So here you'll see here that it's going to go into the calendar of the particular sales manager, and you could choose whichever sales manager you want. And then once it's in there, they're going to get it on their Outlook. It's going to wait just a little bit. Here it's waiting 1 minute. And then it's going to have a condition here that says, okay, was this appointment booked? Because what's happening on the back end here, the voice AI is asking, would you like to make a appointment to talk to the seller or not, basically, right? So we're really trying to push appointments through the Outlook calendar. If it's true, then it's going to follow this path. If not, it's going to go this path. So if they do book an appointment, if you just follow this path with me, it's going to we're always tagging appointment confirmed. We're doing all these other automations. Then it's going to check the segments, and you can see here, okay, was this a Smurf? Was this an association? Right? So it's tagging it. So we know when we go into the contact record, we know that this client, this contact was a Smurf contact or they're an association contact. But let's just say it is Smurf. It goes down this path right here, and then it goes all the way down to here where it says, okay, um, there's a condition, was the appointment not booked or the opposite? If it was not booked, they're going to get an email. And I'll open up the email. We'll see it on the right side. And here you see the email is hi client, hi sales manager. You received a new Smurf group lead. We're going to go ahead and put in the appointment status of the lead, the opportunity name, the arrival departure, the peak room, the group segment, the group rate, decision date, and so forth. And then a summary of the voice AI conversation. So the way this works here is the call comes in, it makes an appointment with the client all the way up here. And if it makes a client for a group sales leader or manager, that group sales leader is going to get an email alert with the details of that call and letting them know that an appointment was booked for them so that they can go ahead and check their Outlook calendar. If we go into this other email that they'll get where the conditions were not met, we'll see. Let's take a look at that email. I think I have it up here. And here we'll say, hi, sales manager, you received a new Smurf lead. The appointment was not booked. Okay, so now all this is important because we want to make sure our sales managers know that they have a lead. And then furthermore, in another video, I'll go over it, but all of these leads are going into a pipeline. It's going into a Kanban style pipeline where they can look at all their leads. And so forth. So as you can see, just high level, zooming in or zooming out, shall I say, the leads come in all the way up here, and then they just go, we're trying to make an appointment, and then based off of that, it's going to go down various paths. Here, it says, if the appointment was not booked, what would happen then? Well, it would go down this path. There would be a SMS link that will go to the contact, and it'll say, "Hey, contact, thanks for your call, to the hotel. We weren't able to schedule your appointment just now. You can still pick a time with the sales manager here," and then it'll go ahead and give you client. The client will get this text message saying you can still book an appointment. And this would happen is if they were in the mid call, the call ended for whatever reason, there will be an automatic follow-up text message. And then there'll also be an email that will go out to the client besides the text message saying, "Hey, thanks for reaching out to the hotel. If you didn't get a chance to schedule your appointment with the sales manager, you can choose a convenient time here. Again, we have a link with the sales manager here." The whole entire system is designed to make sure that no lead gets lost and that we're capturing the leads for our sales managers so that they can follow up. So that's a high level, brief viewpoint of how the call comes in and how it gets dispositioned, all handled by your voice AI and your chat AI, all designed to get these calls onto your sales managers' calendars because a calendar appointment is stronger than a either a cold call or sometimes even a direct inquiry, right? So it's an appointment, and people are both in the headspace to talk business when it is a calendar appointment. And there's more value on your sales manager's time, and that's another thing is we want to condition our audience to know, hey, the sales managers are very busy. They know this. Their time is extremely valuable. So when they do book the appointment, they understand and can respect that. Oh, this has to be serious business here. I'm not going to waste anyone's time. And this is also just another kind of psychological filter so that the clients know, okay, well, if I'm really, serious about booking a piece of business, I'm going to schedule a calendar appointment. Naturally, if a client doesn't want to deal with appointments, we all know this. They're going to ask to speak to the sales manager directly, and the system's smart enough to know, okay, I'll transfer this call directly. All right, I'll see you in the next video.